A rock festival, often considered synonymous with pop festival, is a large-scale rock music concert, featuring multiple acts performing an often diverse range of popular music including rock, pop, folk, electronic, and related genres. As originally conceived in the mid to late 1960s, rock festivals were held outdoors, often in open rural areas or open-air sports arenas, fairgrounds and parks. Typically lasted 2 or more days, featured long rosters of musical performers, and attracted very large crowds, sometimes numbering several 100,000 people. A rock festival can also refer to a festival focused on a specific rock subgenre, such as a punk rock festival, gothic festival, or heavy metal festival. History. Initially, some of the earliest rock festivals were built on the foundation of pre-existing jazz and blues festivals, but quickly evolved to reflect the rapidly changing musical tastes of the time. For example, the United Kingdom's National Jazz Festival was launched in Richmond from August 26 to 27, 1961. The first 3 of these annual outdoor festivals featured only jazz music. But by the 4th Jazz and Blues Festival, in 1964, a shift had begun that incorporated some blues and pop artists into the lineup. In 1965, for the first time the event included more blues, pop and rock acts than jazz. And by 1966, when the event moved to the town of Windsor, the rock and pop acts clearly dominated the jazz artists. A similar, though more rapid, evolution occurred with Jazz Bilzen, a solely jazz festival that was inaugurated in 1965 in the Belgian city of Bilzen. The 1966 festival still featured mostly jazz acts. However, by the time of the third festival from August 25 to 27, 1967, rock and pop acts had edged out most of the jazz bands and become the main attraction. In the United States, rock festivals seem to spring up with a more self-defined musical identity, preceded by several precursor events in the San Francisco area. The first 2 rock festivals in the U.S. were staged in Northern California on consecutive weekends. In the summer of 1967, the KFRC Fantasy Fair and Magic Mountain Music Festival on Mount Tamalpais, June 10 to 11, and the Monterey International Pop Festival, June 16 to 17. The concept caught fire and spread quickly as rock festivals took on a unique identity and attracted significant media attention around the world. By 1969, promoters were staging dozens of them. According to Bill Mankin, in their dawning age rock festivals were important socio-cultural milestones. It would not be an exaggeration to say that, over a few short years, rock festivals played a unique, significant, and underappreciated role in fueling the countercultural shift that swept not only America but many other countries. During the 1960s, it seems fitting that one of the most enduring labels for the entire generation of that era was derived from a rock festival, the Woodstock generation. Quote, reflecting their musical diversity and the then common term, pop music. For the first few years, particularly in the U.S., many rock festivals were called pop festivals. This also served to distinguish them among the ticket-buying public from other pre-existing types of music festivals such as jazz and folk festivals. By the end of 1972, the term pop festival had virtually disappeared as festival promoters adopted more creative, unique and location-specific names to identify and advertise their events. While it was still in vogue, however, overzealous promoters eager to capitalize on the festival concept made the most of it, with some using the term pop festival or rock festival to advertise events held on a single day or evening. often indoors, and featuring only a handful of acts. Today, rock festivals are still usually open-air concerts spread out over several days. Many are annual events sponsored by the same organization, and many feature a single type or closely related genres of music such as dance, electronic, or heavy metal. Features, production and financing. Several of the early rock festival organizers of the 1960s such as Chet Helms, Tom Rounds, Alex Cooley and Michael Lang helped create the blueprint for large-scale rock festivals in the United States, as well promoters such as Wally Hope in the United Kingdom. In various countries, the organizers of rock festivals have faced legal action from authorities, in part because such festivals have attracted large counterculture elements. In 1972, Maui Soul Pop Festival in Manatí, Puerto Rico attracted an estimated 3,035,000 people, and an arrest warrant was issued for promoter Alex Cooley, who avoided arrest by leaving the island before the festival was over. British Free Festival organisers U.B. Dwyer and Sid Rawle were imprisoned for attempting to promote a 1975 Windsor festival, and the British police would later outright attack Free Festival attendees at the 1985 Battle of the Beanfield. Festivals may require millions of USD to be organised, with the money often gathered through fundraising and angel investors, stages and sound systems. While rock concerts typically feature a small lineup of rock bands playing a single stage, rock festivals often grow large enough to require several stages or venues with live bands playing concurrently. Some of these stages may in turn become known and large enough to be seen as festivals themselves, such as the Glade at the famous Glastonbury Festival in England. As rock music has increasingly been fused with other genres, sometimes stages will be devoted to a specific genre, such as folk rock or reggae. Some festivals such as South by Southwest hold smaller concurrent concerts throughout a city. Advances in sound reinforcement systems beginning in the 1960s enabled larger and larger rock festival audiences to hear the performers' music with much better clarity and volume. The best example was the pioneering work of Bill Hanley, known as the father of festival sound, who provided the sound systems for numerous rock festivals including Woodstock. Other examples included the Wall of Sound invented in the 1970s to allow the Grateful Dead to play to larger audiences, and mobile sound systems such as those maintained by the Merry Pranksters, which would later be important in the development of events such as reggae festivals and raves. Camping and crowd control. Many festivals offer camping, either because lodging in the area is insufficient to support the crowd, or to allow easy multi-day access to the festival's features. Festival planning and logistics are frequently a focus of the media, and while some festivals such as the historic Sky River Rock Festival were seen as logistical successes, other festivals such as the heavily commercialized Woodstock 1999 were crowd-control disasters, with insufficient water and other resources provided to audiences. Many early rock festivals successfully relied on volunteers for crowd control. For example, individuals like Wavy Gravy and biker groups such as the Hells Angels and Grim Reapers Motorcycle Club. Gravy in particular called his security group the Please Force, a reference to their non-intrusive tactics at keeping order. E.g., "Please don't do that. Please do this instead." When asked by the press, who were the first to inform him that he and the rest of his commune were handling security, what kind of tools he intended to use to maintain order at Woodstock in 1969, his response was, "Cream pies and seltzer bottles." Other rock festivals hire private security or local police departments for crowd control. with varying degrees of success. Lists by genre. Historic rock festivals. 1950s, 1960s, 1970s, 1980s, 2010s. Traveling festivals. A recent innovation is the traveling rock festival, where many musical acts perform at multiple locations during a tour. Successful festivals are often held in subsequent years. The following is an incomplete list. List of rock festivals. The following is a list of some notable rock festivals that take place on a regular basis. Most are held at the same location on an annual basis. Some, like Farm Aid, are held at different venues with each incarnation. For a full list of festivals, see the external links at the bottom of the page. No fixed location. Terrastock. Historically North America or Britain. North America equals Canada equals Heavy Montreal. Montreal. Amnesia Rockfest. Montebello. Quebec. Edgefest. Toronto. Ontario. Oshiga. Montreal. Pemberton Music Festival. Pemberton. BC. Rock in the Fields of Minnedosa. Manitoba. Rogers Picnic. Toronto. Ontario. Rock the River. Saskatoon. Saskatchewan. V Festival. Canada. United States equals Dominican Republic equals Festival Presidente de la Música Latina. Distrito Nacional equals Mexico equals Hell and Heaven Metal Fest. Mexico City. Vive Latino. Mexico City. Cumbertagin. Veracruz equals United States equals South America equals Uruguay equals Antofagasta. Piriápolis. Maldonado. Pilsen Rock. Durazno. Montevideo Rock. Montevideo. Punta Rock. Punta del Este. Maldonado equals Argentina equals Europe equals Belgium equals Douwe Festival. Douwe. Grasspop Metal Meeting. Dessel. Groes Rock. Gestel. Pukkelpop. Kvit. Rock Werchter. Werchter equals Denmark equals Roskilde Festival. Roskilde equals Finland equals Ankarock. Vanta. Down by the Latori. Turku. Finnish Metal Expo. Helsinki. Funky Elephant. Helsinki. Ilosari Rock. Joensuu. Jalometali Metal Music Festival. Oulu. Loomis Gothic Festival. Pyhäjärvi. Milduna Rock. Toisa. Pori Jazz. Pori. Province Rock. Seinäjoki. Q-Stock. Oulu. Ruisrock. Turku. Sauna Open Air. Tampere. Tammerfest. Tampere. Tuska Open Air. Helsinki. Puntala Rock. Lempala equals France equals Eurokens. Belfort. Hellfest. Clisson. Soy Festival. Nantes. Transmusicales. Rennes. Vie Charus Festival. Carré. Rock en Seine. St. Cloud. Main Square Festival. Aris equals Germany equals Bang Your Head. Ballingen. Hurricane Festival. Schessel. Rock am Ring. Nürburgring. Southside. Neuhausen. Wacken Open Air. Wacken equals the Netherlands equals Arrow Rock Festival. Biddinghausen. Black Cross Festival. Lichtenvoorde. Dynamo Open Air. Eindhoven. Lowlands. Biddinghausen. Park Pop. The Hague. Pink Pop Festival. Landgraf equals Norway equals Bukta Tromsø Open Air Festival. Tromsø. Hove Festival. Tromøya. Court Festival. Kristiansand. Øyafestivalen. Oslo. Bergenfest. Bergen. Perifrafestivalen. Bergen. Sotra equals Romania equals Artmania Festival. Sibiu. Romania. Garana Jazz Festival. Garana. Wolfsburg. Romania. Peninsula. Fazagat Festival. Târgu Mureș. Romania. Rock the City. Bucharest. Romania equals Sweden equals Hultsfred Festival. Hultsfred. Metal Town. Gothenburg. Peace and Love. Borlänge, Storstorin, Östersund, Sweden Rock Festival, Salzburg, Way Out West Festival, Gothenburg, United Kingdom All Tomorrow's Parties, Camber Sands, East Sussex, England, Download Festival, Donington Park, Castle Donington, England, Glastonbury Festival, Pilton, Somerset, England, Greenbelt Festival, England, Heavy Music Festival, Folkestone, England, High Voltage Festival, London, England, Isle of Wight Festival, Isle of Wight, England, concerts at Knebworth House, Knebworth, England, single day events, Offset Festival, Radio 1's Big Weekend, Reading and Leeds Festivals, Reading, Berkshire and Leeds, Yorkshire, England, Sonosphere Festival, Knebworth Park, Hertfordshire, England, Tea in the Park, Kinross, Scotland, V Festival, Chelmsford and Staffordshire, England, Why Not Festival, Rest of Europe Oceania, Big Day Out, Australia and New Zealand, Australia Byron Bay Blues Fest, Byron Bay, Falls Festival, Lawn, Byron Bay, Marion Bay, Golden Plains Festival, Meredith, Victoria, Good Vibrations Festival, Melbourne, Sydney, Gold Coast, Perth, Homebake, Sydney, Meredith Music Festival, Meredith, Victoria, Pyramid Rock Festival, Phillip Island, Splendour in the Grass, Byron Bay, Stereosonic, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth, Sydney, Melbourne, New Zealand Edgefest, New Zealand Concert Tour, Asia Middle East and Africa, Dubai Desert Rock Festival, Dubai, United Arab Emirates, Lollapalooza Israel, Hayakon Park, Tel Aviv, Israel, Opikopi, Northam, South Africa. See also, List of music festivals, Music Festival, Rock Concert, Rock Music, Notes, Festival Guide with more than 500 international top rock festivals all over the world. Rock Festivals 2012 Listing of all rock festivals 2012. George Mackay, ed. 2015. Introduction. The Pop Festival. History. Music. Media. Culture. Bloomsbury.